Hoping for an easy day 12. We've gotten stuck a little bit in the last 2 shifts. But I'm feeling confident. I'm locked in. My mouse is actually charging. All right, to my left the day, to my right the night. Gotta be the catacombs still. To my right the day, or no, to my left the day, to my right the night. Night. But nothing to its left. I don't know what that is. Or that. Night. So this would be to the left, which would mean right to my night. But no day to the left. Okay, this was easy. Night, day, right? Good start to day 12, everybody. It's gonna go downhill quick. I find the row of 3 tombs in the upper levels of the catacombs. The cool darkness is strangely calming at times down here, and I sit and wait in quiet contemplation. When I rouse from my thoughts, I look down at my feet and find an item there. Had it been there all along? I never noticed when I sat down. God, it felt like we had gotten rid of so much of our stuff, and now it's all just... We got so much shit again. Good boy, Jupiter. We've got mail. I've been hearing a worrying rumor about Verona Green. They're saying she drowned in the lake. I hope for all our sakes they're wrong. According to family legend, an ancestor of mine hid an item of thaumic significance in his burial chamber. It has never been found, but not for lack of trying. I was tempted to search for it myself until I learned that it was in the catacombs in a place known as the Hall of Shields. Perhaps it's better to leave it to those who know what they're doing. I feel like we've seen this. It's over here, right? Do we just click on the tomb there? Hall of Shield. We don't have any other details here. I don't know what else would be the Hall of Shields. Okay. As I descend further into the catacombs, a strange sensation comes over me. It is not fear, although fear is mixed in with it. With cold clarity, I know at once what it is. I have entered an area known as the Depths, a place where few have ever been, and fewer have returned from. Not even Paliants can clear the air here and render it safe to breathe, but there is a way slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called a wandering shroud. They say it invigorates their senses and stays the mind rot that would otherwise consume them. It would be dangerous to continue exploring down here without following their lead. All right, the wandering shroud. We were just looking at that. There's too much shit. I can't remember where half of it is. Oh, you know what? This might be perfect for the index. Shield, Charm, or Spirit Vault. Spirit Vault, known as a photid chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. They're not considered dangerous since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when the shroud is held within. Maybe this is not it? Generic charms and protections. We've already made this, or we already know what this is. Such charms make use of the art of symbology. Doesn't really tell us what that does. I think it's the other thing. Crap, what was it? I'm not navigating this in an effective way. And the spirit vault. The spirit vault. Slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called a wandering shroud. And if we've captured the shroud in the spirit vault, then we're good. Yeah. All right, so we're looking for something that faintly vibrates. Engraved symbols, no. Was this it? I feel like we touched something recently that I thought was vibrating. Maybe I'm wrong. Trying to remember what we've touched recently. Haven't touched you at all. Do you vibrate? I'm not going to ask that question to anything again. Warm and smooth. What about you? Do you vibrate? I feel like I've seen this in the book somewhere, but I don't remember where. But after the last 2 days, I don't want to dig around. We'll figure that out when we have to. Oop, sorry. Cool and smooth. Well, we just gotta keep touching stuff, I guess. Feels unusual, not hot exactly, but energetic somehow. Could that be a slight vibration? Definitely something unusual about this item. Can't quite put my finger on it, though. I don't know. This doesn't vibrate, does it? No. Would have swore we touched something that felt like it was vibrating. Oh, what was this? Hinged panel, weathered. All right. I know something around here vibrated. Maybe I'm crazy. Alright, I feel like we've touched everything this time. Lined with a paste made from sulfur. Sulfur would smell, right? And don't we have sulfur as one of our symbols? Oh, maybe I was thinking of soap. I guess. Let's see how things smell. Nothing. Nothing. Strongly of linseed. Okay, so that's getting us somewhere. It sounds hollow when tapped. Hard, thin, and delicate. Some kind of green organic material made of wood, but nothing to remark. Okay, so hollow when tapped, it could store something. put this down as a possibility. Nothing. 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 Nothing else smells at all? Come on. Oh, wait. It has a sharp aroma. Wait, wasn't there something that smelled like rotten eggs? Isn't that sulfur? Wasn't there something that smelled like rotten eggs quite a while back? Oh, we can hear the hum. You hear that? Smell like a rotten egg. That's what sulfur smells like, right? Yes! I try to breathe in the vapors from the wandering shroud, but to my horror I realize the spirit vault is empty. My vision starts to blur as the chlorine air of the depths fills my lungs and I stagger away in a daze. When at last I reach the surface, I take deep breaths of the fresh air, but my lungs ache for some time after. I need to be more careful. I have written to Barton Potter. He will know where to find a wandering shroud. Okay, so we need to capture a wandering shroud before we can finish that off. I'm happy with this progress. Oh, you don't look great. I've done something quite stupid. I went exploring in Heath Wood and came across a grave. It was overgrown with dark brambles, so I started to clear them to get a better look at the inscription. I wasn't as careful as I should have been. The thorns were thick and menacing, and I scratched my arm on one of them. I have not felt well since. Please help me. So do we think this is a curse? Black veins. Heart suffers, skin is pale, veins stand out darkly on the body. Eventually death will occur. Black heart. So we need something for black heart. Lamb siphon. Used to reverse the effects of Blackheart's curse, a skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using the dried seed pod of a sheep snap plant. I have a memory. Didn't something smell? Oh, this is organic, right? Green organic material. We don't have a ton of organic material. Everything else is metals. Do we have... It's this. Look, 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 look. You see the dots? Look. I'm going. We're going. Apparently I need to be cocky for us to play a little better. Okay, let's get this over here. Thaddeus White. So that's our last important character, I guess. You don't know me, but it's time I introduce myself. I'm the curator of the Museum of History here in Undermere. Eli and I have a complicated relationship, don't all siblings. I don't tend to come by the shop much anymore, but I heard he had left town for a few days. I wanted to bring him this, but I know he'd only turn me away without even looking at it. Okay. Wood, gold, and a green gemstone. The curator, Thaddeus White. As the curator of Undermuir's Museum of History, Thaddeus is a collector of artifacts and curiosities from around the world. He has an eye for the rare and the unusual and enjoys telling the world's unheard stories through his collections. Over the years, he has also amassed a collection of items he does not put out on display. These are items that it would be best the public did not know about. They are known as dark articles. Okay. Hi, Simone. How's the library? Damn right, Jupiter's safe. I was worried about you. I hope my mother is okay, too. I've lost count of the amount of gossip I've heard about her misdeeds over the years. Oh, are you Verona's mother or daughter? Truth is, when she gets stuck into a mystery, she's been known to disappear for days at a time. Simone Green. Yeah, I need to start paying attention to last names. Or names. In the meantime, I believe we found another clue in the journal. The text directly before this is largely illegible, but I was able to make out a reference to a vault of some kind. Okay. So it had nothing to do with putting something silver in the second. We needed to weigh them, and I just guessed right, I guess. All right. God, that makes me think we're not getting the other half of this, though. I have no idea what to do with this. It's the seal part that throws me. I just don't know. Because we could put something silver in the center. We could put something with a diurnic field in the center. But a diurnic seal? I don't even know what that would be. Hey, Francesca. I got a fright when they brought the body of that poor drowned woman to me with those lifeless black eyes. I thought for sure it was Verona at first. Oh, it's not. She does look like her, but we're quite certain it's a lady from Hawkshead who went missing a few days ago. All right, Verona's okay. There's one thing I can't get out of my head, though. Why would she try and swim across the lake? And in the meantime, Verona is still missing. I don't like to use thaumic needles as a rule, but the circumstances are beyond the rulebook. We need answers. Thaumic needles are controversial items that are rarely used. They can reach into the mind of the recently deceased and give an impression of their thoughts before they died. Curiously, the weight of these tall items decreases when heated. Okay. So tall. Let's just start working on. This is pretty tall. Oh, I think we already got our answer. Pick the tallest thing first and you win, I guess. Well, I asked for an easier shift. I think we got it. This is a tall item. Using my weighing scales and candle. All right. Oh, day's not over yet, though. Hi, Audrey. Weirdo. The people are afraid, and they are right to be, but it's too late for them. They are of no use to us. But you might be. Prove yourself and perhaps Holgar will deem you worth saving. I require an object to steady my restless congregation and remind them why I am the one to lead us through this turbulent time. They respect strength and power above all else. Oh, we have options here. Okay. I was trying to remember what that item was that did charisma. So Fortinance is one of them. Can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or a hex. Made of stone or iron and usually take the form of a small totem. That probably wouldn't be too hard to figure out. What was the other one? Morgan's Folly. I was looking at that one a minute ago for water. Folly's symbol can be revealed to induce a trance-like state in anyone who casts their eye upon it, making them open to suggestibility. Precautions should be taken against unwittingly looking upon the hidden symbol for too long. That feels extremely dangerous. We're gonna go with the Fortinance. So we need small totem made of stone or iron. Here's a small totem made of stone. This is wood. This is small, but this is bronze. Limestone. Although these mean paralysis, so I don't think it's that. This was leather, right? Oh, bronze. Bronze. Huge black gemstone streaked with red and iron. This is bronze. Okay, but this should be... Oh, no, this is tin. Stone and gold here. Although we have stone and gold here, too. Stone. Stone and wood. Did it say and or or? Oh, I'm sorry, stone or iron. I had this wrong, so not... Well, we still have stone here, though. We'll keep it. Was this iron? Okay, so maybe... This was tin, though, right? Yeah. Gold. All right, that's what I thought. So I think these are our options. Black and red is one of our gems, isn't it? Dark stone used for dark purposes. Doesn't necessarily say that this is for a dark purpose, though. I'd also argue this is not small. Especially, I mean, this is the smallest. What was this symbol? I know we saw this symbol. Diamond with the X underneath. Strength. I think it's this. All right, item bears the symbol of strength and it's made of stone. All right, there's the end of our day. Well, again, I wanted a smoother one and I think we got it. So the question is, do we put any more effort into figuring this out? I just don't know what to make of this. Diurnic seal. Is this something we could find in the book? Nothing under Diurnic seal. Oh, here's Diurnic. 3 different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent Earth, the Sun, and Death, or Darkness, the Dradic, Diurnic, and Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable thaumic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. So we have other items that won't put off a field. That's interesting. But still nothing about a seal. Those can be rolled along the tongue, cured Tormund's paralysis. I don't know what to do. Seal. And we don't have seal in the index. Were any of our symbols a seal? Maybe some of the witches' symbols? No. Well, we'll keep hoping it'll do it. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. The writer's partner was less fortunate. They found his frozen body a week later. If you liked that video, go ahead and subscribe. And if you didn't, please email me and tell me why.